Hi, welcome to this Getting Started with ALIIX video tutorial. My name's Jason Davis. This series of video tutorials on the use of ALIIX, which is software for modifying your reality, are being hosted and served by YouTube. These can be accessed from within ALIIX, but if you've stumbled upon any of these videos through links outside of ALIIX, it can be confusing. To eliminate any confusion, the thing to do is to visit ALIIX.com. That's ALIIX.com, where you can read about ALIIX and download the fully functional free trial. So, without further ado, let's get started. First things first, do you have some water handy? If not, please get 3 or 4 ounces of pure water, spring water, purified, artesian, even distilled. Your favorite bottled water is fine, anything but tap water. If you do need to go get some water, pause the video now, go get some, and bring the water back with you. Remember, just 3 or 4 ounces is fine. Okay, if you're ready with your water, let's do this. The first thing to do is select an image. As you can see, as I mouse over these images, they inflate so that you can get a better look at what you could be selecting. You can scroll down or up through these with these 2 buttons, or you can click this button to produce the entire gallery and be able to scroll from top to bottom through them that way in order to select them. I'm going to go ahead and select an image now. After you've selected an image, the next thing to do is click Action. Clicking Action activates the keyboard for typing. Just the alphabet keys, numbers, and a few symbols are active. The spacebar is not. The first thing we have to do is erase the water, or blank slate the water, purify it, and structure it, which will ready it for programming. A good way to do that is to simply type cleanse, purify, structure. All is one word. The spacebar doesn't work, so you won't see any spaces. After you've typed it, press Enter. Pressing Enter activates this button, which is how the session is run. At this point, let's have you taste the water so that you can experience a before and after effect. Taste and just sort of record that taste in your mind for the after comparison. To deprogram the water, you direct frequency, or we prefer consciousness, simply by your attention. You don't need to focus on the water, you don't need to meditate or pray or hold it sacredly in your hands. You just need to put your attention on it briefly and click Nucleate. Go ahead, put your attention on the water, and click Nucleate. The default length of the cycle is 30 seconds. You'll see the timer running here, and for the last part of the cycle, the action pane, which is this whole area, will fade out. When the action pane disappears, the cycle is finished. And now you can have a little taste of your water and note the difference. Did the water taste a little different for you? For some, the taste difference can be very noticeable. For others, just subtle. But most of the time, people will note that it tastes lighter and maybe crisper and just all around better, and often softer. If you did nothing else with ALIIX, you'd be doing yourself a huge favor just by erasing and structuring all of your drinking water. With what you've just been shown, you know how to use ALIIX's basics, but now I'll show you a little of the functionality. Again, the first thing to do is select an image. This button right here is the stop reset button, which can be used for anything at all at any time. If as an example, you're running a session and you didn't want that session being run, you can stop and reset it there. Or if you're in the middle of constructing any session at all, you can just use that button to reset, to stop and reset. I'm going to go ahead and select the same image I used before because it's so visible in this video format. if you'd like to take a minute and be more selective on your image and to browse through them, go ahead and pause the video. After you've selected an image, click Action, Keyboard's active, and let's type S as in Sam, U, P as in Paul, RAH dash HUNTO, and press Enter. To explain what that is very quickly, that is a term in ALIIX's language which is expressed by each of these symbols which were produced as you typed, these smaller ones. That is a quantum language used by ALIIX to accomplish what ALIIX wants to accomplish. What this particular, let's call it a command, does is produces a subtle perfumed scent that reminds some of a combination of citrus and flowers. Some can actually smell it when the session is run. Some can actually smell it in the air, but it will definitely change the way that the water tastes. And even if it's just very subtle, it's enough to convince people of what ALIIX is doing. So, as before, put your attention on the water and click Nucleate. When the cycle is finished, and we'll give it a few more seconds here, taste the water. Really taste it. If you need to, go ahead and drink it. Do you detect a pleasant little scent? Again, some have described it as a blend of citrus and flowers. How does it taste? Anyway, if you don't detect it, don't think twice about it. It doesn't matter. If you do, cool. You're tuning in. Let's go ahead and show you a few more of the features. Again, as you typed, you may have noticed that it was typing out what you typed here. This one is the indicator of the power. This one is the indicator of the duration. Under Action, you have this down arrow. As we spoke about before, it increases and decreases the opacity or opaqueness of the top pane. You can set that where you like it. Again, clicking anywhere outside of the pane retracts it. This one, touched on before, is the power output, or the wave, the amplitude wave of ALIIX. That can be set anywhere you like it. For now, keep it under 30%. We'll explain that in the next video. Again, the indicator goes up and down as you make your adjustments. Clicking the button retracts it, or again, anywhere outside of the little dialog retracts it. Duration. The range is 13 to 18,000 seconds. The lowest that can be set is 13 seconds. 18,000 seconds equates to 5 hours. And you may wonder what that would be about. And I myself, as an example, have used it to run the program for 5 hours while I irrigated a very large yard. That's just one example. Under Nucleate, we have the image size ratio, which globally changes all of the images that have been put onto the action panel. You have Save Session, and Save Session and Nucleate. We'll cover that in the next video as well. Clicking anywhere outside of this will also retract that particular one. And let's show you this real quick. Under Utilities and Video Tutorials, will produce a list of the video tutorials that are available for watching, and so this is where you would come when you're ready to look at the second video. Something that we should touch on again real quick, let's reset the program, is again, when the program's ready, it says select image right here. After you've selected an image, it says click action right here. You click action, type a few random characters. It now says press enter. Doing so, it now says click nucleate. Those are all of the steps in the program. All of the in-between stuff is what we'll cover in the coming videos. Thank you for listening and watching, and tune in to the next one and we'll have a little more fun.